Greetings, happy Saturday. Um, I wrote a hope you're doing well. Amen. I wrote my first short story, folklore for Vocal Media, and I noticed that no one was reading it. I appreciate you all responding to when I have the chicken dinner meal out, such as the breastplate of righteousness, the gluteus maximus, the chicken thighs, and the chicken legs. But I'm gonna need some readers advocating for me, if you don't mind. And it's a short read. And since you're not reading it, if you don't mind, I'm going to provide you some story time. Amen. And then, if you like it, kindly click on the link that I'm going to leave in the comment section and hit that heart button, please. Super excited. It was, like I said, it's my first time doing a folklore short story. All right. And I had to think out the box. And so we're going to start with the title. The title is called Sacred Ground. And it's an original folk tale of how Mickey and Haumea meet. Um, for those in astrology, those are the name of the dwarf planets. And then also the gods and goddesses. And you can research what that is if you like. Dwarf planets Makemake and Haumea both orbit in the Kuiper belt billions of miles from the Earth. Both planets are ice cold. Although they live in the same belt, each has never connected with the other. Unknowingly, they decided they wanted to visit a bit warmer climate to thaw and mingle with Earthlings and enjoy a different atmosphere. Therefore, it sets Makemake and Haumea's journey more than 3.486 billion miles journey towards Easter Island. After orbiting billions of miles to reach Earth, once past the mesosphere, stratosphere, and troposphere, and upon gentle landing on rich soil, Haumea uses her Makele to transform herself into a human avatar while on planet Earth. The now 5'6", 145-pound slender waist goddess chooses a caramel complexion. She dresses her finesse human avatar in jet black, tightly coiled, curly lock tresses containing bronze and flaming red highlights. The red ruler has tiger eyes for pupils surrounded by black agati. And they stand out as big as Namaka and Ha'aka moons. As such, her 38 double D breastplate of righteousness. Those are her two daughters, her moons. She lands in the Pacific Ocean, the edge of Hanga Road Beach. She waves her makali at a single palm tree. Its leaves then caress the ground she walks. The leaves spiral, creating dust devils upon her command at her feet. Appropriate documentation, money, a luxurious 4-day wardrobe for her brief stay, and her Hermes Orion suitcase to carry them in appears from the small tornado. The whirlwind now still with the materials lay at her hinds feet. A belle that needs no makeup. Her skin glistens with kisses from sunshine once in the earth's atmosphere. The heat rays warm her core, rousing her face and cheeks naturally, also making her plump lips look like they are airbrushed with permanent rouge. Haumea is pleased to return to this earthly realm, even if only for a short stay. Therefore, she looks forward to what treasures await her. She thanks the palm tree. Delicately, she slips into her sherbet Bottega Veneta floral lace sequins wire bra with matching brief. Dos and Cabana silk printed lemon motif mini dress, size 9, Bottega Christian Louboutin, sandal du desert, 100 crepe satin sandals, blue now 18 karat white gold yellow diamond drop earrings with halos, and a Muna diamond on her right ring finger. Haumea usually does not care for anything around her necklace besides an occasional pearl necklace. However, she was blessed by the palm tree with a blue Nile oval emerald and diamond sunburst halo pendant with an 18-karat yellow gold chain. She tolerates her time clamping it around her neck. Then gracefully she glides to Nayara, Hungaro, and reserves a spot at their eco village and spa for her 3-day stay. While Hamiya is checking in at the resort around 7 a.m., Maki Maki declared his arrival at the Tongaraki Bay Moe statues. He chooses a chocolate avatar with no hair on top of his scalp or body for his earthly avatar. Standing 6 feet tall, muscular arms as buff tree limbs and six-pack tree trunk to die for, and hamstrings that make ocean sea creatures pant heavily and sing. He plants his 12-inch feet calmly on the ground. Only one wand is needed to immediately make once extinct Toramiro tree vivaciously sprout on the land he treads. He is not a firefighter, but he put out many women's fires when he last touched down to earth with his ice pick. I had to contain myself not to put prick there, but that's okay. Dare not stare into his deep blue eyes. He was wickedly cascading his favorite delights for his stay during his transformation. Toramino trees blossom universal checks into coins, also in their vines held apparel for his visit. Blossoming a legendary bottle of Chateau Cost de Astronel, Coast 100 2015 Boutou, Saint Estephen Red 100 Double Magnum 3L, Versace thongs, Dolce & Gabbana swimwear, and other clothes wear. He was the top of the line for his 3-day place stay. Chica's 12 made-for-gentlemen suitcase created on demand, fit for a god or king to house his carry-all. He decorates his artwork in a black Greca border thong, a lightweight black and white sweatshirt with zip bands, and an embossed Dolce & Gabbana logo with pants to match. And he wears the 1X black and white DJ logo print tank top underneath to detail his midriff, which back in the day was known as a wife beater, but we're not going to use that in this story. White and black Dolce & Gabbana logo socks and calfskin portfolio Dolce & Gabbana king sneakers for his decorum. He looks forward to delicate and rare cuisine for his extraordinary palate. Fine dining by moonlight underneath stars on sandy beaches, and behold, on sacred ground. His wild side craves to tame the beast in himself by warming up through sightseeing in caves, over mounds, in between valleys, and scattered amongst the volcanic hills once he bypasses the blessed best curves. His eruptions cause shattering earthquakes that dismantle, disrupt, and destroy the Milky Way before he leaves the planet and returns to his rightful place in the galaxy. His 180 pound frame plans to dissimulate those who resist his smile, wit, and irresistible charm. Smite those individuals with items from his play kit, which I also refer to as a trick-or-treat bag. Has all the wonderful necessary adult toys in them. Eat them up for breakfast into pure recklessness and restlessness. Take down once ice-cold planets with berries and have them never return to that same form. At about 8:15 a.m., Maki Maki checks into the same resort as Hamiya. He has booked his stay in the manga room. Speaking of Hamiya, she has fit into her kanga room. They have both arrived in time to prep themselves for the yearly Orongo Ceremona village celebration for the springtime. Hamiya drifts down the breathtaking lobby and hallway decorated with the island's most gorgeous landscapes and plants. It is her first time visiting Easter Island. She is not sure the reason she was compelled to come specifically here, but is super excited about learning about the island's mystical enchantments. At last, she uses her key to open her cave door for room 111. Pauses in the entryway, takes a deep breath, then breathes in that good ass Prada, baby. Hamiya eye crystals scale the beautiful layout. She and her moon slowly dance to the window, letting her Hermes bag off by the king-size bed. She sits in the turquoise chair, listening to the birds, watching people as they arrive and get acquainted with the lay of the land, and watching the ocean waves dance. She looks forward to skinny dipping at nightfall and feeling the waves ripple through her core. Meki Meki has visited his hometown Easter Island many times, although not as often as he would like, except this time all the cave rooms on floor 1 were booked. He ended up booking cave room number 222. No problem. I'm glad there's room at the resort with all the wonderful new people visiting the festivities this year. You know what? Let me redo that. No problem. I am glad there is room at the resort with all the wonderful new people visiting the festivities this year, he said in an almost whisper, quiet voice to the hotel clerk. Have an awesome stay, Mr. Ray. Let me know if you need any services, said Abby, the hotel clerk. Gods and goddesses in human form, do you know what that impressive superpower is about planets dressed up as human avatars? They are never recognizable by their looks and have alias names during their travels. They are free to move about as if they are energized spirits without a care in the world, while the universe lavishes them with wonderful wonderment of mystical goodies. Meki Meki gets acquainted with his room. He pours a glass of wine and dresses, and he heads to the shower. Hamiya draws herself a rose bath. Orongo is open from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Hamiya has breakfast in the lobby at 9:30 a.m. Meki Meki starts at the entrance to carry breakfast to the festivities at 9:45 a.m. They both arrive separately at 10 a.m. The staff stamps their day Rapa Nui National Park pass. Hamiya wore a black Versace Greco border cotton sports bra with a matching Greco border stretch cotton thong. Her attire was a cream Madewell V-neck short sleeve t-shirt, Madewell the perfect vintage jean, Lunar Wash, Adidas logo socks, and Blossom Pump Air platform sneaker shoes 53045. Meki Meki wore blue striped rose breathable sealed micromess pouch and four-way stretch boxers. His attire consisted of, I'm sure he looked really wonderful and dashing in those. His attire consisted of Georgia crew neck t-shirt by Robert Baraket, Dover men's blue Sitch Crow Unity straight leg jeans, Kashubi, and black and white Dolce & Gabbana socks and blue Bump Air platform sneaker shoes 53045. Meki Meki eyes fell over Hamiya's bright smile, gleaming locks and looks, majestic features, light bulb personality, and curvaceous avatar. No other dame crossed his mind. How could he get to know her better? He stared so long that Hamiya spoke to him first. Psst. Yes. I feel a little uncomfortable with you gawking at me in such a manner, sir. I mind. I am so sorry. I was stunned by your beauty. Plus, I noticed we are wearing the same brand of shoes. Do you mind if we get to know each other better? Maybe take you out tonight after the tour if you find me of interest, said Meki Meki. Perhaps have a night swim later. I would love to explore the town with you while getting to know you on my dime. Hamiya said, that sounds like a grand idea. My answer is yes. Now, I had a lot more I wanted to put before that in the ending, but only if you read in the material and hit that heart button can I put out something later. So this is the story for right now of how Hamiya and Meki Meki met. They started a 3-day romance on Easter Island before returning to their original orbit. Now, the two planets are not as icy as they once were. They have learned to orbit around one another, their airs, and their moons. I hope you enjoyed story time. Have an awesome rest of your day.